Welcome back. Today we are going to see equilibrium reactor and its simulation in ChemCAD. So the problem statement I have taken is from Smith and Vennes textbook, where a water gas shift reaction is taking place between carbon monoxide and water, that is steam, and it is converting to carbon dioxide and hydrogen. Now there are various options given to solve the problem, right? And the values of K is to be calculated from the delta G and delta H value. So let us try and work it out in ChemCAD. I have already added the components and thermodynamic package I have selected. I have added two streams, one is feed and other is product, and the next is we need to select the equilibrium reactor. So we take equilibrium reactor, drag and drop, and then connect the input and the product. Then we define the feed stream. So the feed stream requires to be 1 mole H2O, 1 mole CO, and the temperature is 1100 Kelvin and the pressure is 1 bar. So first let me change the units. So engineering units. So I'll put temperature as Kelvin and pressure as bar. Apply this. So we enter the temperature. The temperature of the stream given is 1100 Kelvin. So we write 1100 and the pressure is 1 bar. So pressure we write 1 bar, and it is said that we start with 1 mole of H2O and 1 mole of CO. So we write here mole per hour, 1 mole of H2O and 1 mole of CO. We flash this and okay. So our feed is defined. Then we go to the reactor. So we click on the reactor and we get these details. The number of reaction for our case is 1. Pressure drop default is 0. We'll go with the same. The reaction will take place in vapor phase, right? And our reactor would be isothermal in nature because it is said that the reaction is taking place at 1100 Kelvin. So we'll write it as an isothermal reactor. We specify the temperature 1100 Kelvin, right? And we say that either we specify reaction conversion or approach delta T or approach fraction. So we go with approach delta T, where the K value would be calculated at a temperature which we specify. Suppose if we say approach delta T is 10, then 1100 minus 10 is what will be counted for the calculation of K. However, we keep blank, meaning 0 approach delta T. So the K value would be calculated at 1100 Kelvin. The last option, which is this, talks about reaction in liquid phase. So if you want to go with ideal liquid phase, you go with this. If you go with non-ideal, you go with this. But however, in our case it is a vapor phase reaction, so we don't need to specify anything else. When you go to more specification, you can add here the details. If you want to see what are the actual default values for this, you can go to help. However, you can change the unit here, temperature Kelvin, pressure in bar, right? Heat of reaction can be in joules, and molar flow rates in gram per moles, right? You can go with default convergence method, and if you want to specify the reference temperature for heat of reaction, you can specify, otherwise it will take the default value. So press OK. So you are ready with your setup of equilibrium reactor. Now you have to provide the detail for the reaction. So our base component is CO. If you know this expression for K, you provide these values, else you can just keep it and you can directly come. Since we have gone with approach delta T, we'll go with the reaction is CO plus H2O. So CO, H2O, CO2 and hydrogen, right? So we will keep this blank. We already supplied approach delta T 0, so the delta G and delta H would be calculated at 1100, and from that the value of K would be obtained. So carbon monoxide -1, -1, 1 and 1. Alright, so this is our reaction stoichiometry. Carbon monoxide plus water giving you carbon dioxide plus hydrogen. If there are more than one reaction, you can give the reaction number. Since it is only one, we will not give that. We'll press OK. So our setup is ready, and we just select this, and we get the run, and we come here and we see that this is something which we have obtained. We go with mole fractions. So this is the mole fraction of your you know, carbon monoxide, hydrogen, carbon dioxide and water based on the input which we have supplied with, right? Okay. Now suppose if we say that the reaction is same except the pressure is 10 bar, so we just need to change the pressure. So here we specify the pressure to be 10 bar. Press OK and run. So after simulation, if we see, there is no difference. The reason is the reaction is, your total number of moles changing are 0, and hence there is no impact of pressure. In the same way, you can add nitrogen as the inert, and you can see whether it is impacting the final answer or not. You can change the number of moles of reactant. Say for example we start with 2 mole and 1 mole. So whether that changes, let us see. We go with 2 mole of water and 1 mole of carbon monoxide. Press OK. Everything else remains same. I run this, and there is a change in mole fraction, right? Because the water is initially more and your carbon monoxide is less. However, if you see the extent, there will be slight change. Earlier it was 0.2, this is 0.33. So likewise you can see the impact of various parameters. Here you can now see if we change the temperature in part G, if we change the temperature, I make it to 1, 1, let us say 1 and 1. Press OK and simulate this, and I see that this is 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 and 0.5 is the mole number. So your extent of reaction is 0.5 here, right? And if I change the temperature to 1650 and run this, you can see that the extent of reaction changes to 0.64. You can verify these answers with the problem statement which I have mentioned, but this is how you can simulate an equilibrium reactor. The major aspect of definition here for equilibrium reactor is the phase, pressure drop, whether it is adiabatic, isothermal, or you want to specify the duty, so it is non-adiabatic, non-isothermal, whether you want to specify the conversion or approach delta T or approach fraction, and once the units here, and if you have K as a function of temperature in this expression form, provide A, B, C, D, E, right? And all these things, information you have to supply in order to get the accurate result for equilibrium reactor. So this is how you can simulate an equilibrium reactor in ChemCAD. Thank you.